So if you've been watching me for a while, you might have heard me say you're at the mercy of Central. You're at the mercy of Central. Oh my God, that sun is beaming. Hold on, y'all. So I'm sure some of you guys have wondered, who is Central? And if you watched other YouTubers, LTL, you might have heard them say Central as well. So who exactly is Central? Central are the people at headquarters. They're like, the higher ups, the ones that ultimately have the say in anything that happens in Linehaul. Now, of course, when you're at your terminal, you might report to the dock supervisor, Linehaul manager, Linehaul coordinator, whatever terminology your company uses. Now, won't you leave that gate and you're on your run, anything that happens, you call Central. Now, ultimately, Central, and I'm mainly talking about the company I'm at. And before I go any further, not a spokesperson for AAA, just a Linehaul driver stating views and opinions. So now that we got that out the way, let's talk more about it. So ultimately, Central has the ultimate say-so. And what happens? They have the ultimate say-so if a run gets cut, if a run needs to get added. They also determine when, bids will happen. That's also, people up in corporate as well. But again, Central has the ultimate say-so. They have the ultimate say-so if they're going to reroute you somewhere. Because like I said, you have your assigned run and you report to your manager at terminal. But like I said, when you're on the road, you're at the mercy of Central. You do whatever Central needs you to do. So if they need you to, say you're going to Atlanta, if they need you to stop in Macon, guess what? You're stopping in Macon. Or if you're supposed to go to, let's just say Miami, and they need you to stop in Fort Myers, guess what? You're stopping in Fort Myers. So whatever they need you to do, you do. So they're dispatching now. They're a little different from truckload carriers. When I worked at truckload carriers, I could be on hold forever, like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I remember one time I was on hold for an entire hour. I kid you not. And then they had the nerve to answer with attitude, So I speak with the same men and women pretty much every night, and they're all wonderful people. Shout out to David. He's like one of my personal favorites. He always hooks me up with the good runs. Like if I decide I want to work on the weekends, he always looks out. I've been at Cooper now for almost a year, and I have yet to deal with a dispatcher that has attitude. No matter what they're going through, they never give you that energy. Versus at a truckload carrier, you might get one old head that pisses that dispatcher off, and then guess what? They're in a bad mood for the rest of the day. I don't have to deal with that here. So even though most of us have like bid runs, I'm sure you're gonna wonder, well, if you have an assignment run, why would you need Central? Well, at the company I'm at, we have the option, we have the feature where we can dispatch ourselves and dispatch ourselves out. All we do is we have a little computer system. We just put our information in and we can dispatch ourselves out. Or we have a little scanner, the truck, and we just scan the barcode and it will dispatch us. Now, sometimes it might not work. So in a case like that, you'll call Central, and when you call them, they already know who you are, but I still, say my name and where I am, because sometimes they might not know at that particular moment. And I'll just say, hey, I just need to get dispatched out, and within 5 seconds, they'll tell me, all right, you're good to go. Or every now and then, they might need some information, like for instance, they might need the dolly number, or this is one thing that I don't really like. Sometimes when the trailers are loaded, the dock supervisor, they're supposed to, I guess, take a picture of the inside of the trailer and probably the seal. And every now and then, they might forget, to do their job. So when it's time for me to call in and get dispatched out, they might hold me from getting out because they might need that picture, or they might need some information verified, before I go. So that's the one con I can say about Central. I'm not bashing, y'all know me, I'm completely honest. Another thing, And sometimes with the weights, like these pups and 53s, I know recently they want it to be a certain weight. So sometimes if it's not a certain weight, you know, they might deny that particular trailer and say, hey, y'all need some more, we need more weight in this trailer. Or sometimes, there's a big problem we have too. When it's time for us to get dispatched out, because you know, most of us, we're all getting out between like 9 and like maybe 11 o'clock at night. And this is terminal wide, so naturally everybody's trying to get out. So sometimes it might take them a while to approve, because Central, they have to, you know, do approval. They do some type of paperwork on their end. They have to basically get approval before the ladies give us our paperwork. So sometimes I'm waiting 30-40 minutes on them. I mean, I give them the benefit of doubt. I mean, they're dealing with, you know, a lot of different terminals all at the same time. But if I didn't already say too, we also use them, like if we're doing a meet and turn, you know, one of us can call it in, let us know, and then they'll get us turned around and dispatched out. As far as on the weekends, you know, obviously when you run the weekends, you know, you call Central, you let them know what terminal you're at, what truck you're taking. If you're pulling empties, you know, just let them know what empty number, what trailer numbers you're taking, let them know the dolly number. We also use Central for if you have like a breakdown, you know, you'll call Central breakdown. And dealing with breakdown, you know, when I was at truckload carrier, sometimes I could be on hold forever. Longest I've been on hold with breakdown is maybe 10 to 15 minutes. You know, they're always, you know, professional, you know, never give me any attitude, you know. That's pretty much it. You know, we basically use them, you know, to get dispatched out, or if I need to know what I'm doing, like if I go to another terminal, I might call them and say, hey, what trailers am I taking? Am I taking loadeds, empties? You know, sometimes I might ask them. I like to be proactive. Sometimes I ask them ahead of time, like, what's the weight? Because sometimes I will pull a van, and if it's a certain weight, you know, they'll say, hey, you might need to take a twin screw, or no, you're good with a single. So basically, we just use them for a breakdown and to get dispatched in and out, you know. And again, because David, he actually requested that I do a video on Central. So shout out to David, and thanks for always hooking me up with those good loads. So all right, y'all, I'm coming up to about 8 minutes. So let me go and just wrap this up. You know, as I always tell y'all, thank you to all my new subscribers and my new subscribers. Appreciate all of you guys. If you're watching this video and haven't subbed, be sure to sub. Make sure you like the video, dislike the video. It's all love. And as I always tell y'all, y'all take it easy, stay safe.